Hey Samar, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. So I hope in last class you have learned about the things what we talked about, right? Have you gone
Yes,
through, have you gone through the class again?
not against it, but I understood the you taught us about the strings and the variables and how to use the commands and where was it throwing errors and, and putting in the variables the strings in quotes, single quotes or double quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was all clear, sir.
Fine, fine. Then today probably we will be gonna talk about rest of the more topics. Okay, in Python.
Okay.
So what you aware about the strings? What are the strings?
As in, sir, strings as in the variables, sir. So where we were putting the names and integers and all those things. Strings, not exactly, because by the end of the session, I had to join a call. I was in shift.
Right, sir. Right, sir. See, if we are talking about 1.1.1.1, what is this? This is an IP address,
Right.
right? But when we're going to talk about in with respect to Python, what it should be, what data type it should be.
Uh, it should be, I think, an integer, maybe.
It cannot be an integer because integer is a whole number like this. It cannot be a float because float has only one decimal value.
Correct.
So it has to be like this.
Okay.
Means it will be also a string. Getting this point.
Yes, sir.
So string is very important data type in Python. And
Okay.
we need to be put the complete focus when we are learning about the strings, because string is, again, as I'm telling you, very, very important.
Okay. So strings are basically anything that we put in double or single quotes. That will be a string variable.
Right. So let me give you an example. If I am going to the command prompt, let me just open a command prompt. Go to the Python. And here, if I am, let us say I am saving something, maybe I am saying welcome message. And in the welcome message, I am saying that, okay, welcome you all in the Python class. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is a string. But now let me just give you the glimpse of the string, how important it is. When you are writing down show run and you are saving its whole config, what is that? That is also a string.
Okay.
Show version, what is that? A string. Getting this point?
Yes, sir. Sir, in the last class, you showed the command for putting the range for numbers, right?
Yeah.
So if I
That we
want
will come. That we will come. Actually, that class is not for the range. Range is yet to come.
to, okay.
Okay.
No,
Range
no,
will come.
no, just one thing. If I want to put that welcome student number base in the Python class, so first I'll have to decide n is equal to range 1 to 10. Then this welcome message will come.
Can you repeat again?
So first we'll have to decide the range, define the range for n. N should be range 1 to 10 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Then we should give the welcome message, welcome you all, or welcome student number.
See, that we can do like that. For n in range, okay, 1 to 11, it would be till 10.
Okay.
We can just say print, and in print we can just put this. So 10 times it will be gonna print. If you wanted to check, you can just print n also. Okay.
Okay. Right, sir.
But that is a future class. Don't worry about
Okay.
that current.
Okay.
Like you have not learned about the loops also.
Correct, sir.
So we will be gonna learn about that, but later on.
Okay.
Currently, we need to focus on very basic fundamental block, that is string. And string is again very important data type.
Okay, sir.
So this is how you need to declare the string using a double quote or the single quote. And I would say in whatever format you are, adopting, either the single quote or the double quote, stick with that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, maybe the double quote or the single quote, but stick with that.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Got it.
sure. So this is one thing, like how welcome message you are writing down, and this is a variable, and in this variable you are declaring a string, and string has some of the value. Now there are lot of I would say functions, or you can say methods in the string that are available. Like I can say that print, okay, and in the print I am saying I just wanted to check if this is my variable. In this variable, okay, in this variable I just wanted to check either it ends with class or not. So this is my answer, true or false, and it would, these are what, these are, last class we discussed, these are known as booleans.
Yeah,
Okay. These are known as booleans.
Booleans.
In last class we talked about booleans, that there are two booleans in Python. One is true, second is false. And do remember, Python is case sensitive. When I am saying true, T should be in the caps.
Right, sir.
When I am saying false, F should be in the caps. So what I am checking, I am saying there is a string which is stored in a jar named as welcome message. Okay, I am saying welcome message dot. Always when you need to run the method, you need to just use dot, maximum cases. And I am using a function or the method name ends with. See, it is plain English.
Right, sir.
Either it ends with class or not. So if you see, it is ending with
No, class, ending with class. Right.
and since it is ending with class, it is giving you a boolean true. But let us say if in the same way I am saying that okay, either it is starting with class or no. See,
Because case sensitive.
it is a case sensitive thing, and since it is not able to find out class in the last, it is giving you false.
Correct.
Got this point?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, we can just say that okay, here I can say count how much time class is there. It is saying 0. But if I will say how much time class is there, it is saying 1. See how easy they are. Count means giving the count. Ends with means either it is ending with or no. Similarly starts with. Okay. Similarly type. I talked about the type also, right? Print. What is the type of welcome message? And this is string class. Okay, so that is how you can use little bit string what to say variables. Okay, but there is lot of things in the strings. I would be going to talk about them one by one. Okay, but just it's a starting. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let me tell you, in the last class also I described about it, but again I am telling, whenever you are taking any of the variable, you can use like this: a equal to 1.1.1, okay, b equal to 1.1.1.2, okay, and you can say that a plus b, if I will do, what it would be, it will be a concatenation. Okay, don't think that these are the IP addresses, these are strings. These are the concatenations. Okay, now it is a bigger string.
Correct.
which is concatenating of these two. Similarly, I can say that A equal to Python. Okay. I should be like do like that. Python B equal to course. Okay. If I will say A plus B, it would be the result of concatenation of these two variables. Those are string. But let us say if I am saying B equal to 1. And if I will try to do A plus B, see what it is saying.
Right. But sir, when we did the A plus B for IP addresses, it was in continuation. It did
No,
not
it
give
was the
space.
it is the concatenation only. See 1 1.
Yeah, but in Python course, it did not give. It gave a space.
No, it will not go. It will not give space because here I explicitly
Oh,
give a space.
okay, okay, right, right, right. Yes, sir. That's right.
Okay. So I explicitly give a space so that you should not get confused.
Okay.
And space is also a character. If I am saying A equal to QA like that, now if I will find out the value of QA, this is the value of QA, although these are space character. Getting this point?
Yes, sir.
So space is also a character.
Okay, sir.
Allow me a minute.
Yes.
So that is one thing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And strings are immutable. In past classes, I described about the mutable and immutable things. Remember?
Yes, sir.
Strings are immutable.
Immutable.
What does immutable means? Once defined,
it cannot be changed.
can't be changed. Right? So that is immutable. But you should get confused that earlier A was 1.1.1. Now you making the change A in Python. But let me tell you, A is a jar. And we are changing the value into it. We can. But when I am talking about these values, we cannot make the changes in this value. Let me tell you what I am trying to tell. So let us say A is a variable having the value as Python. And at the second position, okay, because in Python index started with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bit like that. On the second position, or I wanted to make change from Y, let it be R. What it is saying?
Okay.
Type error. String object does not support item assignment. And the reason why? Because it is a immutable thing. Okay, so that is these things are immutable. Similarly, I talked about the Boolean, right? I talked about the Boolean already with you guys. Now, if I will go to the Python, I am putting A equal to 1. And if I'm saying A equal to 1, try to understand what is the difference between these two statements. The first statement is doing the assignment. It is assigning a value. The second statement is equating.
It is checking if A is equal to 1.
Correct. So first statement is assigning. So we explicitly put A equal to 1. And second statement is equating. It is checking either it is equal to 1 or no.
Right.
So it is showing you true. And true is a
Boolean.
right. True is a Boolean. So that is how we can use the Boolean also in our like scripts. Okay.
Yes.
But if I will check A equal to 10, let us say. So Boolean second boolean, that is false, will be pop up over here. Any doubt?
No, sir.
What is the value? What is A?
A is one.
A is a variable.
A is a variable, sorry.
Okay. Now, what is the data type of A?
Integer.
Right. How I can check? Using
Right.
type. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So these are very, very basic things, but you should be aware about it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, let me tell you earlier, like I was saying you A equal to 5, B equal to, let us say 11. If I will check value of A is 5, B value is 11. If I will do A plus B, it should be 16, that we are aware. But the main thing is you can put another jar by using some jars. Now, if you will see C value, that is also a 16.
Right, sir.
Okay. Very
Yes.
simple thing that you can store some another variable to put in another variable. Maybe let me say C value is A. So whatever A value, whatever C value, that will be equal. If I will put A value equal to 10 or 100, what would be the C value? 5. Why? Because earlier it was same. Now if I will say C equal to A again and check C value, now C value be 100.
Okay. But sir, shouldn't that take effect immediately?
No, because it allocate that value at the runtime.
Okay, right. Okay.
But you should not do like that. Okay.
Yes.
That was my purpose, to tell that although there are a lot of ways, but don't do those mistakes. You
Yeah.
should be doing it very properly.
Is on that.
Daylight saving,
Right, right.
that is what we are looking for, because earlier we verified it. It should not be the case, but okay, let's see. I need to repeat this class then. In Python, when you need to find out the indexing, okay, indexing, and which is very important. Indexing is very important. I will show you how. So when you find out the indexing, it is very important in Python. It starts from 0. Like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, bit like that. Okay. Let us say if I am saying that there is a message. Message is a variable. And in this variable, I am saying Python course. And if I wanted to ask you that, okay, where this course start from, what is the position where this C starts from? So it would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, as I told you, the space is also a
Character.
6. So it is at which position?
7.
Got this point?
Yes.
So let us try to do that. I am saying there is a message, and in the message I am putting Python course. If I will say that, okay, or at 7th position, what is this? Can you see? It is, that is what I was saying, that
Yeah.
you could have the indexing from the 0 number. Now let us say I wanted to print everything, whatever coming after the 7th position. Okay, what I will do? I will do like this. That start is 7. In the end, there could be anything.
Okay.
Got this point?
Yes, sir.
So that is something named as slicing, or in Python, if you wanted to do some kind of slicing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, not only this.
Can you make me a copy?
Yeah, hello.
Huh?
Yeah, Rafael. We can hear you.
I'm not man. Can you make me a copy?
Sorry.
I can't wash your mouth because you have to shoot me off.
Okay, maybe mistakenly he unmute himself. So what I was saying, that if you have a string, in this string, if you wanted to do slicing, you can put a start, you can put an end. How? By giving the variable name, okay, and by placing the square brackets right after the variable name. And you can put the start value and you can put the end value, and in between there would be a colon. Is this part also clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is called as slicing, and slicing is again very important. Okay,
Yes, sir.
this is second thing. Now let me ask you one thing. If you have an output of show version, and there is couple of things. First of all, what is show version output? What kind of data type it is?
It is a string, sir.
It is a string. Now, if I will say just find out the uptime value, let us say uptime is just at some of the place uptime, and there is some value. If I will say that find out the uptime, then how you will find it out?
So first,
Using the slicing,
slicing, right?
right?
But
So-
slicing, for slicing also we'll have to know which
Where the uptime exists, what is the index of uptime? Right?
Yes, right.
Okay, you should be aware about that. Now for the same, there are two methods. One method is index itself. When you have a very bigger string, let us say, okay, and you need to find out the slicing of it. So again, you have, let me maybe find out the string. Give me a minute, okay?
Yes, sir.
I wanted to find out this thing. Okay, let us say this is the thing. So this is your complete show version output. Okay, and in this show version output, if I wanted to find out the only uptime, how I can find out that we need to be, think about. So first, what I did, I make a variable show version. In the show version, I use 3 quotes. Why 3 quotes this time? Probably let me come to that first. Let us say there is a message. In this message, there is a string. In this string, I am saying welcome, and I am putting another entry after the enter. But when I put enter, what it is saying?
The string has not been closed.
Are you getting this point? It
Yes, sir.
means the string has to be closed in the same line.
Correct.
But if I wanted to put enter, probably I can use like this 3 quotes. Here I can say welcome, buddies. Let's learn Python together. And post this, probably I am closing the string now. See, it accepted. If you will see the value of message, there is some value you could see. Okay.
Yes.
Although, what are those? Probably let me come to that first. Now, there is a escape character. I will be going to explain about this escape character later on, but this escape character has a very special meaning in Python. I would be going to cover that point later on. Currently, I wanted to talk about escape character and end. This represents a new line. Let us say if you wanted to go to the conf t and you need to put enter, how you would put enter? You need to just say /n and a new line will be given.
Okay.
Let us say if you wanted to go into the interface fast Ethernet 0x0 and you need to put enter. How you would put enter? By putting the /n. Now see, welcome. After welcome, what is this? A new line.
Right.
See. After buddies, again a new line. See. Similarly, it's keep on going.
But okay. But sir, why in the output it says /n and not a new line?
So /n itself means new line.
No, but it should give it in separate lines or
No. Wait for a while. Let me print this.
Okay, sorry. Right,
See,
right,
getting
okay.
this point.
Right. Yes, sir. Got it.
So when it's
Here we were
saved,
not printing it. Okay,
right. You are just checking the value.
checking the value.
You are just checking the value, right?
Correct, sir.
So this is the value, but when you wanted to print the same message, it will give you the exact /n value, like where it goes.
Correct, sir.
Got this point?
Got it, sir.
So now if you see again, what we are doing. Okay, what is the string? First you tell me the string. Where is the string?
So it starts from Cisco.
Yes, it starts from Cisco, and where it is ending? Keep on going. Here it is ending on the 64th line.
Yes, sir.
So this is a complete string.
Correct, sir.
And where it is stored?
9th line of time.
No.
No,
Where
no.
it is stored? My question is.
You mean defined?
It is stored in a variable named as show version.
Show
See,
version. It is defined in show version, right?
after show version, you are putting equal to no.
Yeah.
So if I will print show version, whole of this string will get printed out automatically.
Correct, sir.
But our motive is not printing this out, right? We need to go in the, maybe let me just save it first, okay, in any of the script. I wanted to print out this uptime. I wanted to print out this message. Getting this point?
Yes, sir.
How I can print? That is the question now.
Maybe, sir, we need to check we need to use slicing, but for that we need to know the index of this.
Correct. We should be aware where this uptime exists.
Yes,
If you just click here, is it showing you the? No, it's not showing you. Okay, maybe if I will just make like this, it is at which position?
384, 382nd.
382, right? Because
382.
it is starting with 0. So let me try to do it. Okay, and after 383, how much I need to print out? Probably let me do like that. Give me a minute. So it should be 403, right?
Correct, sir. 402.
402. So
Yeah,
just
colon 403.
print. Okay, what I need to print? Show version. So this is show version, and from starting from where? 382 and 402. That is what?
403.
Okay, let it be 402. If I will run this, sometime it asks for trusting. If I will run this, can you see? But somehow we missed something, yeah.
I think we missed that.
we missed something. That is the reason it is
We
printing.
started with the uptime when uptime ends. It should be when uptime starts.
But can you see how the output is coming?
Yes, sir.
85 minutes. So we missed something, right? Now
we started from 382 because uptime ends at 382. It should be where uptime starts.
Okay, we will check. First, I wanted to know, hey Nat, good morning. So I hope Billy is also joining probably in some time. Okay, let me now repeat again for all of you guys what we are doing. I am explaining about the string. String is nothing. String is the data type. And everything is string. If you are just talking about 1.1.1.1, it is also a string. In Python, string syntax is as such that you need to enclose either in the single quote or in the double quote. Okay. Then I was explaining about, then when you are writing down a string, like I am saying, welcome to Python. This string starting from 0 when I'm talking about the indexing 1, 2, 3 and a bit like that. And if I need to slice this string and I wanted to print out only Python, probably I should be aware about this indexing. Maybe this indexing can be at 11th. P can be at the 11th position. So let us say I just save this in a variable named as A. I can slice it like this by putting square bracket after the variable, and I can put where to start and where to end. Since it is starting from 11, I need to put 11. Since it can be any number, I can say any number, means blank. So it should print Python. But let us say if I need to print out only 2, I should be aware about this position. Let us say this is 8th position and I need to print till 9. So how I will print? I will say 8 until 9. And that is what I am showing by the real time, exercising what I was doing with summer. What I was saying that, okay, if I am saving something like in show version, I just pick a show version from the real device. Okay. So when I am doing this, this whole value is a string, I talked that in string, either you can put a single quote or double quote, but this time I am putting 3 quotes. And the reason why, when you have the string in multiple lines, you cannot use the single quote or the double quotes. You has to use 3-time quotes, one thing. So when you have 3-time quotes, it means it is expecting, Python syntax is expecting that there could be multiple lines in any of the data type. So that is why I declare it in the 3-time quote. Please do let me know, Rafi and Nat, if you have any questions, because we need to do this exercise together then. Okay.
Just that I noticed, if you hear me,
Yes.
normally if you do 3 quotes, it's normally considered a comment there. Am I right?
No. Usually
No?
Usually we we can do, but it is not the true. Okay, but let me come to your question. If you wanted to make it as a comment, do it from the start. Okay.
Oh, Roger. Okay.
Then it would be treating as your comment.
Comment. Okay.
But when you need to store something, you can use like these 3 quotes.
Roger. Okay. No, I have seen this being used on a different editor. I think the 3 quotes starts on the line above.
So let me show you. Let us say you have some of the things, okay, and you wanted to make it as a comment. So you can just use the 3 quotes just from the start. So although it will be treated as a comment now.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But you haven't equal it to a variable.
Yes.
Okay, I understand.
So ideally that is not a correct way. Let me tell you, for the commenting, that is not a correct way. For the commenting, for everybody of you, let us say I have multiple lines and I wanted to comment them. I will select them all. I would use Control plus K plus C. Okay,
Roger. Control K plus C.
Control plus K plus C, and it will be commented out. Let us say I want to uncomment it. I will use Control plus K plus U. Okay.
Comment and uncomment. Okay. But can you use the same thing on if I'm using Linux? A Linux box. Can I use the same comment like that?
Same thing. See, it is VD. It is VD. Okay. In the Linux, probably I will check and I will let you know. But if you guys are aware, we are providing you the lab. Maybe Rafi, if you are not aware, probably let me show you the lab first.
Okay. Sorry, Matt.
The lab, because everybody else is aware, but seems you just joined now. I need to show you like how practically you can work on. We have the lab from the CCIE, SD-WAN, everything. Okay, but let me Python currently. See, you can replicate the same thing over the Linux server if you are keen to learn the things on the Linux. On the lab, like you just start it, you just right click start it, right click start it, right click start it. Oh, we have F5 also in the same lab, because we need to work on F5, we need to work on switches, we need to work on routers, we need to work on APIs later on, and on more and more of the devices. So whatever scripts you are running on the Windows PC, you can run the same scripts on the Linux PC also. Probably you have that functionality. Okay, we can give you that functionality. What to do? Just click and put double click and see.
Roger.
This is your lab. Okay, bit like these are your labs. But currently I am not on the labs because it is your initial classes. So I am just describing about the strings and everything, and I am doing it on from my PC. Okay, direct PC. I need you to go on the lab.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now let's come back again over here. Net, did you get this?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So these are the things what I was describing. Now, what is our lab time task? So you people need to tell me, I need to print out this uptime is 85 minutes. And this is what? This is a slicing, string slicing. Hey, Ricky. So what is string slicing? When we have a bigger string available and we need to just put a smaller, we need to find a smaller string here. Okay.
Hi, sorry I'm late. Can you hear me?
It's all right. It's all right, Ricky. So maybe, it's my mistake. Probably I cannot convert the time as per the daylight saving. Okay. So maybe it's 1 hour issue, but it's all right. We will take care from the next classes.
Okay.
So you can see uptime is 85 minutes. That is a substring. Okay. And we need to slice it from the complete string, and the complete string is this. Now, as I told you that if you need to slicing the string, you can just wherever, whatever your variable, whatever your string is, let us say this is your complete string, and I wanted to just print out this complete line. I should be aware what is the index of this, where it is starting from, and what is the index of this, where it is ending. If I am aware about, I will just use the start and I will use the end, and I can easily print it out. My task is completed. And similarly, we try to do that. What we try to do that, we just put our cursor over here, Cisco, and we just went till here. And we find out that it is 383, somewhere at 383. Probably it is not considering the, space or something, or maybe it is considering that. So we just put 382. And the reason is because indexing starting from 0 instead of 1. And then we try to just find out from here to here what is the value, and it is showing me that it is 403. We put 402. Okay, but when I run it, somehow it is giving me some other value, that 85 minutes. We are closer, no doubt we are closer, that it is showing me 85 minutes, but it is printing from here. It is printing from here to here. So somehow the calculation is getting wrong. Okay. Now, what we need to do, what we can do, and for the same, we have something named as functions. Okay, we have something named as functions. What are the functions? Functions or method are something by using what we can like filter, like print. What is print? Print is also a function. Okay, so by using the print function, what we do? We print some value. Similarly, we can use index function. Getting this point, guys? So what I will do? First, I will find out what is the index of this uptime. If I am aware, like what is the index of this uptime, I can easily, slice this string. Are you guys with me? Getting this point? Yes, no?
Yes.
So just our motive is to find out the index. And index again, very simple, very simple. We just need to find out the index using the index method. So let us copy this. First, let me go to the command prompt maybe. Okay. Let me exit it out. Okay, I am in the interpreter. By putting out the Python, I would be into the interpreter. I am using a variable named as message. In the message, I can give any message. Let us say I am saying Python classes for strings. This is my one string. If I wanted to find out the index of s, I can just use that message dot index, and in the index, please be aware it is a case sensitive. I need to use s in the caps only. So it is saying it is coming at which position? 20th position. Now, if I need to do slicing, I can use square bracket. I can say start from the 20th and go till last. Can you see? I am able to find it out. Yes or no? Is this thing clear? This logic is clear to everybody?
Yes.
Nat, Ricky, Refai, because you guys joined late.
Yeah, that's clear, very clear. But what happens if there was another capital S before that on some other sentence? Then what happens?
It will give you only the first. Wherever the first, it will.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So that is how we have some of the limitation if we will find out only by S. What we
Okay.
can
So
do,
what happens if?
Give me a minute.
Sorry.
What we can do, we can find out this complete substring. Okay, so it will give you from where it is starting. So this string starting from which number? 20. Clear?
Yes.
Right. Anybody else? Any doubt?
So what if in the line it has got multiple capital S?
That is what, na? If there are multiple capital S, it will give you only very first.
Okay.
It will not go further because it is bit like ACL. My first ACL match, it will not see the further one. Getting
Right.
this one?
Right.
So it will just match the first S and then quit it out. That okay, this is your value. In that case, what we can do is we can put some bigger number. Like you can see, I just use the strings. Now it is giving me the index of what? This string starting from where? It is starting from 20th position. And you can see it is giving me the 20th. Okay, Samar?
Yes, got it.
So when you highlight the string, it gives you the number.
So this number is what? This number, probably if you were not there, it is taking the number 0 because space is also a character. Then 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20.
Okay. Do you need to physically count it, or when you highlight it, it tells you automatically?
You can count it manually, but why to do that? Okay, just use the method index.
Okay. Okay.
Got this point?
Yeah.
Now let's come back over here to our exercise. Our exercise is what? We have a variable show version, which is containing a string, and in this string, my exercise is that I wanted to print this complete message. Uptime is 85 minutes. So can you guys now help me out?
Are you wearing those times?
What I should do?
Show version dot index.
Perfect. So first thing is I can find out a index. To find out index, I can save that index value somewhere. Maybe I can say index, and in index I can say the show version. What is show version? It is my variable name. See, this is my variable name, which is containing this complete string.
Right.
In show version, I am saying dot index. And what I wanted to find out? I
Uptime.
wanted to find out this uptime. So see how easy it is. I will say that, okay, wherever you find out this uptime, you just give me that value. So index is containing what? It contains a number. Number like 303 is the place where uptime starts with. Getting this point? It is what? It is a number. like 303. But what is our motive? Our motive is to print this complete substring. And to print something, what we need to do? Like this. See, first I find out index. Index is giving a number like S. What is the index of number? It is giving 20. Now the same variable, when I use the square bracket, I can put the start value, I can put the end value. And in both of them, there should be a colon. So again, variable we need to use and a square bracket and start and end value. So now you tell me, what should I do?
Maybe adding another variable index underscore 2.
We can directly print. Okay, what we need to print? In the show version, we need to print the show version, but not the complete string. It should be starting with index, and it should be in and where. See, after the uptime, it should be end like here. How many characters it are? These are like 20. So we can say it should be end to index plus 20. Are you guys with me? Getting this point, getting this logic?
Yes, sir. But can we do it this way? We can put another variable with index underscore 2, which has got minutes there, and then
You
put
can.
print
You
show version.
You can.
Because this
Absolutely,
index,
you can.
if we do that index plus 20, it will again be a manual process to check
See,
what are the numbers.
Currently, we are not putting on the manual or automation thing. I just need to explain you about strings.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So that is the reason I am not going in a very robust thing currently. Okay.
Correct.
So I just wanted to make you aware like how you can use it. And can you see now?
Yes.
Exactly what we wanted to have. We have that thing. Any doubt to anybody?
No, sir.
Okay. Nat,
Yep, I'm fine.
Ricky, Rafai.
I'm good, man.
I'm good.
Okay, perfect. So this is the stuff like how you can slice a complete string into substring, and I give you the glimpse why these methods are very important to your string. Now let me tell you one thing. Later on in our classes, we will be gonna create a very bigger string, and that string, very bigger scripts which have the string, of course, and we can use some kind of logics, bit like that. We will check. Let us say we have 50 devices. Okay, and these 50 devices have 3 categories. Let us say this is Cisco. This can be Cisco ASR. This can be a CAT OS. This can be an XOS. Okay. Now we are acquiring a company. Okay. There is a, let us say you work in a company A, and there is a small organization B, what A company is acquiring. As a network engineer, you people, what need to do, it has 50 devices. Okay. And the devices can be Cisco ASR, CAT OS, and NexOS. Okay, respectively. So as a network engineer, your work is you need to wipe out everything from existing devices. Okay. And you need to do it from the scratch. Okay. You need to do it from the scratch. And you have a predefined, probably the vanilla config, what you need to put over here, which contains your ACLs, which contains probably your SNMP configuration, your syslog server configuration, and whatever standard you maintaining. Okay. So the thing is, you are writing down a script now. That script will log in into every device from 1 to 50. Okay, 50. I will show you this practically also. Okay, probably I will gonna ask you how to build it. You will build it by your own, like you build it script before some time to find out the uptime. Similarly, we will find out the same thing. Now, what the script need to do? Go in the device number 1, check it out. Either it is Cisco ASR, either it is Cat OS, either it is NX OS. If it is Cat OS, it should push the configuration of Cat OS only. Okay, we have the configuration already placed somewhere. So we need to pick that configuration and we need to push that configuration on the devices. And similarly, it will check Cat OS. Similarly, it will check NX OS. See, this logic should be able to check which version of my device is. Okay, question is clear to everybody?
Yes.
Now, what we can do, there can be a configuration or there can be a script, okay, which need to check all of the stuff that either it is there or not. Let us say earlier, when I was finding out index of strings, see, this is a message was containing this complete string. In this string, I wanted to find out some substring. If I wanted to find out this substring, it is giving me a index value. But let us say if I wanted to find out some substring which does not exist into this string, what it is giving you? It is giving you a error. Getting this point, guys? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Error are never good. And for the same reason, I will be gonna use another method. So that when my script going in the device, finding out the index using the iOS complete name, maybe it is iOS, maybe NX OS, maybe Cat OS or whatever. Okay. So ASR, maybe anything. So when it is find out, if that particular image is not working, it should not give me an error. It should give me some another value. And that value is -1. Okay. That value is what? -1. Index cannot be negative, first of all. If something exists, it can exist from the very beginning, and very beginning is what? 0. It cannot be negative if something exists. But if something is not existing, it will give you a negative value, that is -1. So what can be my logic? My logic can be, I can check if index value is greater than 0. It means, let us say I am checking with Cat. Okay, Cat OS. If it is greater than 0, it means it contains Cat OS. Are you guys picking up what I am trying to tell you? How the logic need to be built up? Although it is a later class, but I just wanted to explain you about some another method here. Instead of index, I will use find. Find is another method. Why we want another method? That is what I am trying to explain. Are you guys getting this? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So same thing we can achieve using find. Let me show you the find. Okay. So here, if I will use find instead of index, what it is giving you?
-1.
-1 is itself depicting that this substring does not exist into the complete string. This part clear to everybody?
Yeah.
But if it exists, the find and index will lead to the same result. Summer, Ricky, Nat, Rafai, I hope all of you are on the same page. Yes or no?
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. So that is the thing. Now let us say if we have a message, and in this message we have Ethernet, or maybe let me say we have a variable named as interface. In the interface, we have the value Ethernet 1 by 1. Okay. I wanted to make some kind of logic, and I wanted to use the logic that if interface is equal to, okay, equal to Ethernet 1.1. What happened? Okay, I am not using the string. I'm sorry for that. If it is equal to that or no, it is giving me false. Anybody, why? Except Summer.
Case sensitive.
Very good. It is case sensitive. Python is case sensitive. See, we have Ethernet, but this Ethernet is in capital E. What we need to do? We can use some another variable like interface dot lower. This function will do what? This will lower down every case. Now we can check either it is equal to Ethernet 1/1, yes or no. So in this case, it will give you answer like true. So there is a lower function. See how it is equivalent to the plain English. That is what I was trying to explain you in the very first class, right? Which happened last Sunday. Is it okay? I was just giving you the overview that Python is very easy. If you know English, you can understand Python. Okay. Similarly, if I wanted to use interface.lower function, it will lower down every case. Similarly, if I wanted to make it into the uppercase, I will use upper. See how easy it is? No. So that is how we can use different methods in the Python and we can achieve our result. Any doubt? Any doubt to anybody?
No.
So this is the beauty of Python, that although you need to write down a very bigger scripts, okay, you need to maybe go with the F5 also. So have you guys seen F5 using Python, how to configure F5? Have I showed you that? Yes, no? Nat, you seen that? Summer?
No.
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 Okay, let me show you. Let me show you something. Okay, that using Python, not only F5, but you can go with any of the device. First, let me check either it is up or no. So let me see my device. These are gonna come up in some time. Okay. Today I need to leave somewhere, so that is the reason I was requesting you, all of you people, to come earlier. Okay, probably we will wrap it up in next 5 or 10 minutes because I need to go somewhere. But from tomorrow, this would be full-fledged 2 hours of class. Okay, let the device come up so that I can show you. Let me take the management PC. This is my management PC. Okay, and from here, let me take F5 access. If it comes up, boot up. F5 takes some time. Okay, F5 always takes some time. So later on, we need to just work on our lab section only. But the previous classes are related to your basic fundamentals. Like if you see the string, I talked about the string. String has a lot of use in your environment when you make out your scripts, right? So we should be aware about the strings. We should be aware about what the upper does. Why the upper is important for us? What the lower does? Why the lower is important to us? What are the booleans? Booleans are true and false. Remember true and false? Yeah. So true and false. What is this? This was a boolean. So you should be aware about this stuff. If you are aware about this small stuff, probably when you are writing down a complete script, okay, or the bigger script, you will not get confused or you will not have any issues later on. Okay. So let me see. Okay, my device is up now. You can see. Okay, it is starting up. Web server is starting up. Let it get booted. Meanwhile, Rafael, are you working on F5 also? Rifai, are you there? You are on mute if you are speaking something.
I have completed up to my CCNP, but I don't have much hands-on experience.
It's all right. It's all right. So let this device get booted up. Okay, it will take some time because usually it takes some time to boot up. But you can see the CLI. If you just see the CLI, you can just check out that our FI device is now up. Okay, this is named as bash mode. You can go into the TMOS mode also by putting TMSH. You can see now you are in the TMOS mode. If you wanted to check something, you can just use show or maybe the list also. Probably if you are not aware about these things, it's all right. I will be gonna explain about them later on. Virtual. There is no virtual server currently. Okay. Let me check the pool. There is no pool. Let me check the nodes. No node. And similarly, we can watch out the same thing on the GUI also. Okay. On the GUI, if I will check it, there should not be none of the virtual servers. Yeah. There should be none of the pools. There should be none of the nodes. Perfect. Let me now, I am gonna show you one of the script, all of you, okay? Not the script, but the output of that script probably, okay? And this script is bit like your IVR, okay? This script is generated by my past students along with us, like in the class, like we were doing, okay? And the small stuff. Similarly, this script was getting created and we will be gonna talk about like how F5 works. Okay, so I would not be gonna show you about the script, but the output of it. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Okay, let me resume the share. See, I run this script. Okay. When I run this script, there is a script actually. When I run this script, can you see there is a print message? This is what? This is a message. This is using a print, maybe you can say function. What it is saying, welcome to the NetMinion solution. There is a menu. In this menu, if you wanted to create pool, you can select 1. If you wanted to create the member in the existing pool, you can select 2. If you wanted to create a virtual server, press 3, otherwise press 9. So currently in my device, if you see, there is no node, okay? There is no pool, there is no virtual server. I will go to this script and I will say that, okay, I wanted to create a pool. It is saying enter the pool name, like pool NetMinion. I am saying the pool name is test, and since today is 19 November, it is followed by date. I am just writing down 19 November. What it is saying, select the load balancing method. Probably if you are not aware about it, it's all right. Press 1. It is saying what? You wanted to create the member into this? I am saying yes. Why? Okay. What are the member IP address? 1.1.1.1. What is the service port? 80. One message is there. When you complete with your entry, just put enter. Okay. You will come out of it. I am putting enter and I am coming out of it. And I need to come out from the script also. I am pressing 9 and it is giving me bye. Let me go over here. What I created. Okay. Can you see there is a pool? There is one member also. What IP I gave? 1.1.180. Can you see? It is there. Guys, my screen is visible to you. Nat, Ricky, Rafai, Samar.
All good, very clear. Thanks.
Okay. See, these kind of scripts you need to write down by yourself. Not only this, let me show you a couple of one more script also. Okay, give me a minute. Probably I will not show you the script, but I will show you the output of that. Let me bring up these devices up first. Let me bring up these two devices up. Okay, what I will be gonna do is I will give an IP. First, let me check the IP. Give me a minute. In the script, I will give an IP. So IP interface brief. Like this has 10.1.1.1. Probably I will give you this. Check the show CDP neighbor. It has 3 devices. Okay. I gateway, switch 2, switch 1. When I run that script, it will print out a CDP neighbor diagram for me. Using what? Using the Python only. Let me show you that. Okay. Give me a minute. First, let me open that script. I need to check where it is. Just a minute, please. It should be into the app. Just 1 minute. Okay, let me resume the sharing. You guys can see that there is a script and it is asking for the IP address of the device. Let me put the IP address 10.1.1.1. I will put enter later on. First, let me show you. I am printing out this. I am just giving the IP of this particular device. It will check the show CDP neighbor and it should give me internet gateway, switch 2 and switch 1 respectively. Okay, let me put enter. And this is Python only. What everything is done by Python using different library. And can you see what it is showing you? You are on main switch. Main switch has switch 1, switch 2 and internet gateway. Guys, clear to you? Now, let me prove you that it is going real time. Let me just boot it up. Okay, switch 3. And let me go to this device and see that either it is showing 4 or not. Okay, it has 4 entries now. What are the four entries? Internet gateway, switch 2, switch 1, and router 3. Let me go to that script again and hit the upper arrow, hit enter, and give the same device IP again. This time it should be coming up with how many entries? See, 4. Router 3 is also up now. Let me do the same exercise again by switching on this router also. Do not worry. I will be going to explain about this lab later on, how the connectivity part is done, how it is fetching out. I will explain every bit and byte, but I am just trying to show you like what you guys will be gonna learn. Okay, in our later on classes, how advanced you will be gonna learn. Okay, let me check the CDP neighbor. Okay, 5. Router 3, router 4, switch 1, switch 2, internet gateway. There should be 5. Let me go to the this device, hit upper arrow, put again the same IP 10.1.1.1, put enter. Can you see this? How real time it is working? Guys, are you able to see my device or screen?
That's awesome. That's very nice.
So all of these things you will be gonna learn. Even similarly, you can depict the CPU usage also. Okay, you can do a lot of things actually. The simply thing is, me as an instructor only need to build up the confidence like how Python is gonna used. Once you are aware, you will learn couple of the libraries. Then you have lot of libraries over the internet you can import and you can just learn it. Bit like you learn the classes of the driving classes probably for 15 days or 30 days. But how to drive the car is a long life process. Similarly, I will just build up the confidence how the Python is getting used, how the libraries are getting used, what are these things. I will make you aware about that. I will boost up your confidence for the same thing. But rest, it is like lifelong process, right? Learning cannot be stopped ever. Okay?
Just a question to you.
Yeah.
What is more common in the field? Is it Python or JSON or what? It comes to administration of networks or scripting.
See, let me tell you, JSON is what? JSON is nothing. JSON is a language. Okay.
Yeah.
This language is to make something make human readable. Okay.
Correct.
When we are using Python in our classes also, we will be going to learn about API. Okay. In the API, your output will know, it will be looking something weird to you. and we will be using JSON in our classes also. I will show you use JSON, and it will be more towards the human interpreter. You can just read it, more clearly.
So what is more common in terms of scripting and all that? Do they use JSON or Python?
That is what I am saying. Understand how your devices are communicating with each other. If the devices are using devices, right? It is named as API. In API, they will talk
Correct.
on the JSON, XML, or maybe n number of languages. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you as an administrator writing down a script wanted to go in the like devices and everything, you need to go with Python.
So Python is more powerful, is it, in scripting?
So Python is the one thing what you should be learn first.
Or rather, okay.
After that, probably there is a whole world, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Now my question was like, what is more popular, Python or JSON or Java?
Python. No, don't go with Java. Okay.
And I don't know. I'm just throwing some languages at you.
It will confuse you actually. So Python is very easy. Damn easy it is. Okay.